because you're basically telling the other person that you are prioritizing whatever is on your phone over your date. Showing a lack of interest can switch on the turn off button for the other person, and if they are anything like me, it will take Jesus and a prayer to flip that switch back on. Welcome back, YouTube world. This is your guy, Sealz the Man, and I'm back at you with another night video. If you are brand new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel. That red button is right below this video box. If you're interested in understanding the mind of good men, how we work, how we think, how we're wired, make sure you subscribe and check out my perspectives. I also created a new Instagram page dedicated just to me, Sealz the Man. You know what I did? I linked my personal page, and I gotta let y'all know, y'all probably ain't gonna believe this, but I am an introvert. I am a social introvert / extrovert. But when it comes to Instagram, I am an introvert. I hate taking pictures. For me to take one picture, it takes at least 90 pics, 90 shots, man. Like, I'm not even kidding you. So I hate the process. I usually only post 4 times a year, once a season. So all the people that were following me on my personal page, I apologize, but I am not that guy who posts a lot of pictures. That just ain't me. But what I did was I created a dedicated Instagram page to just Sealz the Man, where I'm gonna drop gems, drop value one post at a time for y'all. And I will be dedicated to posting to that because that's how much I care. Alright, so let's get to what I'm gonna talk about in this video tonight. I honestly can't talk about understanding the mind of good men, understanding why we do the things we do or say the things we say, without actually letting you know how to get us and the best way to get us. So I'm gonna help you with that. You know, people ask me, hey Sealz, what's your advice on dating in these days? How do I find a good man? Why doesn't he ask me for a second date? Etc, etc, etc. Well, Sealz the Man is here to help you as best and real as I possibly can, because I care about all y'all. I care about all my subscribers, all my supporters. I just want to see y'all win. So these are my 4 guidelines, must-have guidelines in dating in 2021 and beyond. And this is for both good women and good men. What I'm going to tell you is going to help all generations. New daters to old daters. Young women and men to more seasoned women and men. Old mindsets to modern mindsets. The whole shebang. Let's get to it. Straight off the bat, put your phone up. Put it up. You know what? As you're watching this video, put your phone up. If you're watching this video on your phone, don't put your phone up. I almost messed myself up there. What are you doing, man? There is nothing ruder than being on your phone on your first date, your second date, your 100th date, an in-house date, eating dates, etc. Because you're basically telling the other person that you are prioritizing whatever is on your phone over your date. Showing a lack of interest can switch on the turn off button for the other person, and if they are anything like me, it will take Jesus and a prayer to flip that switch back on. And to go even deeper, this is a concern for both parties, because your date will think you're arrogant, careless, not interested, and or lack the necessary attention span to host. All those things are bad news. And this can be a problem for the other person, the person you're dating, because they might start to think that they're not entertaining enough, that they wasted their time, that they have bad judgment because they picked a guy who can't but pay attention at the table. So in a way, both parties are affected. I'll tell you this. You'll know if you're on a good date, if you're clicking with this other person, if you forget that you even have a phone. Like, you don't even remember you got a phone until he or she goes to the bathroom or after the date. That's a good thing. But I'll also tell you this. If you think about going on your phone multiple times during the date, it's a sign that the date is going pretty bad or not as expected. It could be the person is being super awkward or not good at communicating with you, or something seems off and danger might be imminent. So pay attention to the reasons why you're thinking about going on your phone during your date. So start off on the right foot and put your phone away. The best times of my life have been times without even thinking about my phone. Let's get back to the human basics. Number 2, be intentional. This is a big part that people miss out and mess up. Skipping this part can lead to empty relationships and mixed signals. Sealz the man wants you to date with intention. I want you to go into each date with your morals unshaken and your purpose announced. I suggest you let him or her know what you're looking for very early. But this does not, and I repeat, does not mean you need to go in there like a drill sergeant and express your intentions aggressively. I want this, that. Are you paying attention to me? That, this, and that. Do you understand? Don't make it forceful, but let it still be known what your intentions are, but let it be natural. Let it flow with the conversation. One hint I'll throw your way is to be subtle. Being subtle is a great tool in communication. Some of the most threatening things said sound much more serious in a subtle tone rather than yelling it. But anyway, I stress you let your intentions be known early, because that will set the foundation for whatever situation y'all in on day one. No one can say they didn't know what the other person wanted because this was expressed on day one. That will be a lie. Also, expressing your intentions early will raise two types of flags, one out of the other. A red flag if the intentions don't align with yours, and a victory flag if the intentions do align with yours. A victory flag doesn't mean you won the race. It just means you won the lap. Progress, because you found someone that's on the same terms as you. Small victories. But once again, put your foot in the ground and state your case of intention, because if you don't, you'll never know if that ground is shaky land. Number 3, be selfless, not selfish. This is the time to understand why you're dating. When you understand your purpose of intentional dating, you'll truly understand that you need to understand your date. The purpose of dating is to find out about him or her, figure out the person, scout the person to see if the person fits you. The most efficient way to figure out a person is to close your mouth and open your ears. Examine with your eyes. Feel their energy. Not saying that you need to permanently close your mouth and not talk for the rest of the night, but speak with intention. See, all of this is the act of being selfless. Being selfish will have you spilling your tea, telling all of your unnecessary business. And the problem with this is that you're not giving the other person a chance to express themselves to you. And this leads to my next guideline. Number 4, don't over talk yourself. Do you know you can lose someone in the first 5 minutes by just saying the wrong set of words? You can lose the interest of someone in the first 5 minutes if you talk up the first 5 minutes. Over talking yourself can send a red flag to the other person that you're arrogant, narcissistic, self-loathing, and tons of other non-attractive traits. But another reason why this sucks, because not everyone who overtalks or seems selfish is actually a bad person or a selfish person or an arrogant person. Some people overtalk themselves as a defense mechanism. Some people get so nervous that they speed up their talking, speak in run-on sentences just to get their thoughts out their mind, because their brain is so busy and full of nervous thoughts and their mind becomes a wreck in that moment. But going back to my earlier point, this is why you must speak with intention, because speaking with intention will slow you down and will make you disperse your brain power from just yourself, but to your date. Speaking with intention will make you selfless because you're trying to figure out the person that's in front of you. Over talking can make you talk yourself out of a good situation. So just take your time and always keep the other person in mind. The bonus point, it's a really good one and a fun one to always talk about. Speak up when the check comes. The argument of whether a man should pay for the whole bill is a debate that is as old as which came first, the egg or the chicken. And I ain't got time for that. You see how late it is? So I am not here to settle that tonight. But I might just make that a video in the future. But back to my point, I want you to speak up when that check comes. And this is why. It will help in any possible awkwardness. When both parties, even one of the two, starts acting weird or stops talking when the check comes, looks away or goes on their phone when the check comes, it sends a red flag to the other person. And you don't want to end your great date with a red flag. When you speak up, especially you ladies, whether to say, do you got this? or I got my half, or I got you, or let me know what it is, or whatever the case. Say something that represents how you roll. Say something that embodies how you work, because this will show early signs of your partnership and willingness to help your team of two. But let me reiterate, to a solid man, it is not and never about money, because no solid man goes to a date or goes on a date broke, with no money, or unprepared. If an upstanding man does not have money at that time, he will not go on a date, because an upstanding man does not go into any field unprepared. So if he is on a date with you, he is prepared to pay that bill. So it's not about the money. But to a solid man, it's all about the effort, even when he doesn't need or wants your help or assistance. It's just really cool to see and appreciate it to see a woman try or have his back. But this isn't necessary. Don't get me wrong. If that is not you, I'm not telling you that's what you have to do. I'm just telling you how it feels to actually see a woman try. Based on the men I know and the men I've spoken to about this specific topic, a lot of them are not used to or have never had a woman even attempt to try to help out with the bill or even mention it. And I'm not here to judge that. That's what I'm not here for. But I'm here to tell you what men think. So you even speaking up in whatever way you choose to speak up when a bill comes will make you stand out like a red sheep in a flock of white sheep. No matter what side you're on who pays the bill debate, standing out in a positive light will always make a silent impact on a man's perspective of you. Even when he says, nah, I got you. Don't worry about it. I got us. In the back of his mind, silently, he's most likely like, wow, she really did that. Nah, I don't really see that a lot. So listen to your guy Sealz. So those are my 4 plus my bonus tip. So make that 5 points. My 5 guidelines in dating in 2021 and beyond. And I cannot give you all these videos about understanding us and not tell y'all how to actually capture us, attract us, but most importantly, catch our minds. So hopefully you take these gems, these Sealzisms, and use them in your quest in finding a good man and a good woman. I look forward to checking y'all out later, and I will see y'all on my next video. Peace and blessings as always, and good night.